Alrighty, students and learning coaches, thank you for opening up this video. This is just going to be hopefully some really helpful tips to get you caught up with English so far. So this is what the page looks like when you come into my Class Connect. There's also a chat box and a list of students who are present in the class and a timer and stuff like that. So this arrow will be pointing at countdown until our class begins. And I always try to have something like this that shows you where we are. So it's always pointing at today and some things from the past and some things that are coming up, and we just review those together. So it would sound something like this. So far, the grades that we have in the gradebook are 1, 2, 3, 4 live session attendance quizzes, 1 discussion board post, the diagnostic assessment, which is also the STAR 360 test, which a lot of people have completed already. And then coming up tomorrow, we'll have another live session attendance quiz, which is just a word of the day multiple choice quiz. And we'll also have the Unit 13 quiz. So once tomorrow is said and done, we're going to have lots of grades in the grade book already. So it's not a good time to kind of be falling asleep at the desk here. All right, so have you attended a Class Connect yet? If you haven't, why not? Can I help you, remember to come? Can I help you with the links? Do you need reminders from myself, your English teacher, or from your academic advisor, or from your learning coach? What is something that we can put in place that you remember that at 10 a.m. or at 1 p.m., depending on which class you're in, that you are going to be in here? So this might look like something in your grade book right now if you haven't been attending Live Connects. It's 0 out of 3.4 points for those quizzes. And like I said on the last slide, there are multiple choice quizzes with a word of the day. So in each Class Connect, towards the end, I say a word of the day, and you simply go into the multiple choice quiz and choose that one. So I don't want this to be you. So please, let's come up with a plan together so that you can be attending during the Class Connect and not have to worry about recordings and all of that. Okay, what is your grade in English so far? Do you know how to check it? Learning coaches, do you know how to check it? Okay, this is just a little screenshot of grades I have so far, and I think it is pretty representative of students. We have some students who have turned in a few things, some students who are doing a pretty good job, and then I still have a handful of students who are at that kind of flatline level, nothing's come in, haven't been into a Class Connect, and I don't want this to be you, okay? These other scores may seem low, but they're only an assignment or two away from being up here, all right? This is where we don't want to be. So do you know how to check your grade? And if not, I will help you do that, and I can even email you what your current grade is. All right, so far we have 5 grades entered in the grade book. It is these 4 that you see up here, and this 6 that is boxed represents the live session attendance quiz for yesterday. So those 5 are in the grade book. Now, it's soon to be 8. As you can see, I'm going to put in the completion score for the STAR 360 test, which I'll talk about in a second. And then tomorrow will be another live session attendance quiz and a normal quiz, a unit quiz of 15 questions. So soon to be 8 grades that are adding up to your total score. All right, so I would love to help you. What can I help you with? I know it's going to be different for everybody, so I'm going to go through a couple of things that might help you get on the right track, okay? Here's what I'm going to go over. Attendance quizzes, the assignment 1.02, which was 20 points, the diagnostic assessment, which we also call STAR 360, how to stay on track working within our online course, and how to stay on track with Class Connect. Okay, so let's talk about the STAR 360. When you're on your home page, if you were to be here at the class home for English, you'll see this module. It's kind of like a tab all of these white boxes across the top, I kind of think of as tabs in a binder. So when you click on this Star 360 Assessments module, it's kind of like you're taking your finger and flipping over pages in a binder to get to this, okay? So hopefully that'll help you with what these white boxes up here are for. Okay, so after you click here, this page is going to show up. Okay, so first you click here, then you click on this how-to link because you got to get into that file. Once you open up this file, here's what it looks like. It has a link to the test that you can click. Here it's not clickable because this is just a video, but if you're in the course, this will be something you can click. It'll also have this PowerPoint slide with instructions on how to log in and reminders. And it'll also have this little reminder for you that you're only getting 30 points for completing it. We do not take your score into account when we give you a grade for this in the class, okay? The grade is simply for doing it. All right. I want you to go ahead and take a look at this if you don't know yet, how to do the username, how to do the password, what that would look like. Okay, moving on. All right, can I help you getting into Class Connects? How do you enter a Class Connect? If you're on that home page, you scroll down a little bit, then you look over to the right, and this is going to be down and to the right. So I kind of pasted this screenshot on the PowerPoint where you might see it. Once you scroll down and glance over to the right, you're going to see these tabs in like this really dark gray or black bar, and one is called Class Connects, and that is how you can enter our classes. You can also do it from the home page of all of your courses from your main dashboard, but this is how you do it within our English course, okay? So you scroll down a little bit, then glance over to the right, and you'll see this Class Connect bar. It'll help you organize your time a little bit to glance there and see when the next class is for you. All right, what if you've already missed a couple? That's okay. Again, from the course home page, there's this module or like a tab in a binder, and it says Live Session Recordings. Just click there. After you click there, a new page is going to generate, and there's this little link in blue that says Course Recordings. You have to click there again to open up the file, and here's what the file looks like. It says a link to each live session recording will be listed here. The list will be updated by the end of the day on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They are listed with the most recent dates at the top. So here's the most recent recording we have, and the order in which it's listed is the date underscore the topic, and this is a link to the recording. It's active, that's why it's in a different color. And then after the colon, there's details about the session. So, for instance, yesterday, 9/6, reading I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. This whole thing you can click on to open up the recording. And then after the colon, there are some extra details about what we did in that class. So you can see if that's something that you've attended or not, kind of jog your memory. So by the end of the day, this will be updated. Okay, so home page, click on Live Session Recordings, click on this link, and then peruse this list and see where you need to go from there. Okay, can I help you with those attendance quizzes, those 3.4-point quizzes that are multiple choice, word of the day? Again, starting from our class home page, you see this module, this tab. It says Live Session Attendance Quizzes, pretty self-explanatory. After you click that, this is going to generate. These are all quizzes. Okay, this little icon that looks like a sheet of paper with a question mark on it, that is the icon for multiple choice quiz. So you're going to see this show up in lots of different places. That's what that means. All of the different types of assignments within the online course have a different icon, just to help you know what you're looking at. For instance, the discussion board post has two little dialogue bubbles, a little blue dialogue bubble and a little green dialogue bubble, like two people talking back and forth or texting. That's because it's a discussion board post. So it's supposed to be like you talking back and forth with classmates. This is a quiz, so it has this little question mark like questions on a quiz. Okay, so once you click on this page, I'm going to go back, and this loads. You can go ahead and take all of them, or take the one that you need. Okay, it's one attempt only on these, because the idea is that you have watched the recording or you attended live and you know what the word of the day is. This is not a guessing game. It's either you were there or you watched the recording or not. Okay, so giving multiple attempts on this would defeat the purpose of the quiz. The quiz is to test whether or not you know the information that we discussed in class and not to see if you can guess it after 2 or 3 tries. All right, so it's always just a random word of the day that you choose. 1 attempt on that. Okay, how can I help you with staying up to date in the online course? Now remember, a couple of days a week, you're going to hear me talk, you're going to hear me teach, you're going to see my PowerPoints. But then there's other times throughout the day, throughout the week, that you need to be independently learning within the online course. It's just part of the setting that you're going to school in. So what does that look like for you? Go into your English course and hit plan. After you hit plan, a whole calendar is going to load in front of you, is going to generate. You find the day and you see what lessons you have to work on. There's always something in every class that you have to do every day. You're never going to see a blank day unless it's like a non-school day. Okay, so for September 7th, the lesson is 1.12. So you go to Unit 1, here's the tab for Unit 1. If you were going into Unit 3, Unit 5, Unit 7, you would just press this arrow over there to get to the next one. But this Unit 1 generates on the front page, so I would click there, and then I would go to Lesson 12. You scroll down here. Once the unit page generates, you scroll down to get to the lesson that you need. In this case, it would be Lesson 12. So I'm going to scroll down until 12 and open that up, and that's what I need to do that day. All right, assignment 1.02. This is already in the grade book, so you might have a 0 out of 20 for it. What does that look like? Well, you have this master list. The master list has all of the assignments, all of the due dates, all of the detailed names of the assignments, the points that they're worth, the type of assignment it is, and a hyperlink to get you there. Now, you need to note that in order for this link to open up directly to where you want it to go, you already have to be logged into the K-12 system, or else it's just going to prompt you to log in. So make sure you're logged in, then go ahead and click this link from your master list by this due assignment, and then you'll see this, start a new thread. And then this is the prompt that you are going to respond to. The prompt is just asking you, what does it take for something to be considered American literature? Okay? You need to type 4 strong sentences from your own brain, from your own mind, and I've color-coded what the 4 sentences need to be about from the prompt. So you can go ahead and hit pause on this page and read this prompt and plan to write a sentence for this red, a sentence for the green, a sentence for the blue, and a sentence for the purple. That's how you get your 100%. That's how you get 20 out of 20. Okay? So this is 1.02, the 20-point discussion board post. And that's it. So hopefully now you feel a little bit more comfortable getting started in our English class, coming to Class Connects, working in the online course. If I went over something too quickly, please go ahead and rewind and watch that part again, or simply call me or email me or text me that you need some more help, and I would love to help you. I do not want to see 0% in my grade book. I would rather you and I be discussing this and working towards better understanding of our course and how to pass. All right? Thank you again for watching this, and have an awesome day. Bye.